The misogyny leveled at Lori is not worthy of who we are now.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
If this show had been written by women, there would have been a very different...
Are you sure about that?
The misogyny of feminist theory...
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Oh my God, corny, lame, boo, tomato, 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 I'm throwing tomatoes.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Shuggy from Shook Earth Media, and today we are talking about Walking Dead, and this is like a fan convention where there are a bunch of actors who worked on The Walking Dead at some point. Some are currently on it, some were former cast members, and we've had a series of panels with these actors, and the actress who played Lori Grimes, her name is Sarah Wayne Callies. She made some statements in this video that the fandom is sexist and that there's something like wrong with how her character was written, and if there were women involved with the show, it wouldn't have worked out like that. Even though, as we're going to point out, there have been women working on The Walking Dead all along. So we're going to point out how I don't agree with her opinion on this, but we're going to react to the video as we go and just take it bit by bit. So let's just, they're responding to fan questions here.
Question is kind of for Sarah, and you know, we know how Lori, it's kind of, she says the baby was Rick's. What do you think?
She is asking this fan and crowd member panelist person is asking who Judith Grimes' father is. And I'm pretty sure that even Rick in the show and pretty much everyone agrees that Shane is the biological father. Rick is like her adopted father when he was on the show. So that's the source of the question. It's some like gossipy fan stuff, but it's something that was addressed on the show itself. Like Rick mentioned this in dialogue on the show. So I think it's a fair question to ask. It's honestly a softball kind of fun question. It's not supposed to be this serious statement or that something was wrong with Lori or anything like that. But let's continue on here. And Judith is funny here.
We've had this conversation before. I'm happy to have it again.
Yes.
I would say having gone through years after the show, the misogyny leveled at Lori is not worthy of who we are now. If this show had been written by women...
Okay, so the misogyny leveled at Lori, she's saying people said things to her or on the internet. I view this as just like painting with a broad brush, because I mean there's people that are mean online, but I mean fans are paying attention to the show. I mean, people might not like her character or whatever, but you know, I think everybody knows, like, she thought Rick was dead, right? So was she really like cheating on him? Not so much. So I don't know if that's what she's referring to, is like the whole, you know, infidelity thing, and people were really mad at her for that, or what. And then she goes on to say, you know, talk about women in the writing process. But I mean, you know, we've had Angela Kang has been writing scripts since season 2. And, you know, as far as, we might as well just get into it now. Look at some of these producers. You know, we got Gail Ann Hurd. She was like the captain of the ship when the show was starting out, you know, as producer. She produced The Terminator with James Cameron and all of that. So she was one of the big names of, she's attached to this project before the show existed, you know. And then Angela Kang is the showrunner now. She's been writing on the show since season 2. And I have the list here of episodes, and we've had, you know, many, like the first 2 directors other than Frank Darabont is Michelle McLaren, one of the great directors on TV, who directed the most director credits for Breaking Bad of anybody, I think. You know, we had another female here, and there's been female directors all along. So, you know, and I feel like Walking Dead, as far as, you know, it has a lot of great female characters on it. So it's never been an issue for Walking Dead, in my opinion. I mean, we have some of the greatest female characters on TV. I mean, at least in this genre. So, you can scroll through the list of names here. I mean, we got Jennifer Lynch, who's David Lynch's daughter, just a fun little piece of trivia. I mean, but there's plenty of women here, so I don't really know what the issue is, as far as women being involved with The Walking Dead. I mean, they were there from the start. Denise Huth is a producer. You see in like every interview, if you watch Talking Dead especially, she was like half of the interviews on that show, so.
If there were more women in entertainment media, there would have been a very different relationship.
Her mic keeps cutting out. I'm not exactly sure what she said, but there would have been a different relationship with her or something. I don't know what was wrong with her character. She doesn't really specify that. I don't really see what's wrong with having the situation as it was in the show. I mean, she thought Rick was dead. She's hooking up with Shane, and it's a survival situation. I don't know. I mean, some people might be mad at that, but if you think your spouse is dead, it's a different thing. So I don't know. And even if she did cheat on him, it's a fictional TV show. Like I wouldn't view that as an issue either, because people cheat in real life. So why wouldn't it be on a TV show at some point? But that's not even what happened. So I don't even really see. I mean, if people are mean online, that sucks. And she goes into that a little more, but people are mean online and to you in public and stuff, like that's not okay. It's not acceptable. But just to say like the fandom is sexist and all that, I just really don't like that kind of stuff.
There we go. And this is not, by the way, this is not a response to you, but it's been very interesting to receive as a grown woman with an Ivy League degree in feminist theory, people walking by you on the street and going, "You're a fucking whore."
I mean, if that happened, like that's really messed up, and terrible. But I don't know what your degree has to do with that, but it's people are mean. That's just the fact of it, and that's not okay. But I don't know why you have to come on and say like, oh, the show is so sexist and like the fandom is to blame for it, and like there's something wrong with the story as it was. There's nothing wrong with the story as it is. I don't know. I mean, maybe Laurie's character is not necessarily written to be the most likable, but I don't think that like every character needs to be likable. Like that's okay that there's a bit of animosity there. It makes for interesting drama. So I don't know. And I just wanted to shut down the slander of the fact that we've had women on this. I mean, I don't even really want to just go through and name a bunch of people, but there's like a bunch of women directing episodes of the show and writing on the show. And, it's just like, come on. Do we really have to do this with everything? The Walking Dead is not, I don't know. People are mean. I understand.
I'm sorry, I don't know who raised you, but my husband's about to put you in the emergency room because I married well.
Got some, it's like, I'm married to Will Smith, is what she said.
So those questions about the parenthood of, to me, as a mother personally with a biological child, it's a pretty easy answer. The man who stepped up to raise that child is that child's father.
And that answer is fine, And like, you should have just started with that. I don't know what's so wrong with asking about the parentage. I mean, it's just something to talk about. It's not like people are making a big deal. I don't know. I think she's making a bigger deal out of it than the person asking the question. It's just supposed to be a fun softball warm-up question that's semi-expected. So, I don't know. I feel like this... I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Apparently, people agree with what they're saying. I mean, she's talking to the fans, right? Like, this is a fan meetup, and saying the fandom is sexist, and people are there clapping for it. It just feels weird to me. So, I don't know. I don't think the fandom. I don't know. I don't even really know that I'm in touch with the fandom. All I know is I'm a fan, and so I guess by logic, I'm a part of the fandom. And I never felt that way, and, I don't know, it just feels like painting with a broad brush. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Hit me with the like if you like, and sub for more Walking Dead content. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. We'll be reviewing the new mid-season finale on Sunday, so that should be good. And we might be doing content with this Midnight Ghost Hunt game that I really enjoyed that is coming out soon. So we might be doing stuff with that. So stay tuned, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace out, everybody.